What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Gotham Knights. If your first question is, "Hey AJ, what's the plan for this video today?" No plan. Nope. We're freestyling today. We're gonna just kind of run around and just do pretty much whatever. I interrogated a member of the mob, so right now I think the only other group that we really didn't learn anything. The only other group that we need to interrogate is a member of the Freaks. Oh, oops. Yeah, just climb, damn it. Before anybody says, AJ, why didn't you just hop on the bat cycle? I don't know, because I have to call it, then I have to jump to it, then I have to get in it. I generally just prefer to run around. There we go. So far, after running around Gotham in this game, I'm not a big fan of the map. I mean, it's...
Reports have come in about a possible kidnapping.
What's going on?
I mean, I don't want to sit here and go, it's so fucking terrible, because it's not awful. It's just, I find it really bland. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, like I said, just the way Gotham looks, I don't know. It's like I said, when you have something as cool as Arkham, or, as the Arkham franchise to compare it to, I think that Gotham City in this game is just, it's kind of bland. Granted, I'm over here in whatever section of Gotham this is. I guess over there that, like, really big city looks cool, but I don't know. I can't wait to get the gliding ability. I need to double check how to actually unlock that. Something up there. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
Finally found it.
Oh, we found a Batarang. Kind of like how it goes invisible and then, so they don't have to always kind of keep it on the map. They let it just kind of like phase out, phase in. Alright, so where are these crimes? Oh, I guess I need to address this because Face for a Skull, a longtime friend of the channel. He broke a sacred rule of mine, and that was he made a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. And I just want you all to know he is now banned for life. Just kidding. Come on. Nah, you know what? From now on, if anybody makes a Five Nights at Freddy's reference, just like I said, instant ban, instant ban.
Sporting complex. Suspicious activity reported. Officers advised to use caution.
He was asking me, oh, can you beat the game in 7 or 5 or 7 in-game nights? And my question was, I mean, I guess I don't know if that's actually possible, but I could try. You know, not knowing what the hell he was doing, and he's like, "Oh, I was making a Five Nights at Freddy's reference," and I'm just like, "You son of a bitch."
I'm just getting warmed up. That's how that works.
So yeah, no Five Nights at Freddy's references, everyone. Just letting you know that will not be tolerated. And no, I will never play Five Nights at Freddy's. I absolutely refuse. Instead, I think I'll play one of the 90.
Officers needed to investigate near Wayne Tower. A prisoner transport has gone quiet.
I'm gonna play one of the 90. Oh my god, I keep trying to say Final Fantasy, Resident Evil remakes that are in the works right now, because I still can't believe they're trying to well, not trying to. They are flat out remaking 4. And I'm not gonna say remake again, because I don't think 4 ever actually had a remake, but it had so many remasters and re-releases. They're actually just fucking remaking the game. Why?
Bullseye.
And look, man, I don't want to talk too much shit. I love, you know what I mean? I absolutely loved Resident Evil 4. But Jesus, it doesn't need a remake. With how many platforms that damn thing's available on?
Messing with Gotham.
Come on, get me out of here!
Yeah, man, with how many platforms that game's available on, it doesn't need a remake. You know, now they're also they're cashing in on like a third-person version of Resident Evil 8, which, well, you know, now I'm thinking, would I play that? Meh. I don't know. As always, I've got to be in the right mood for horror games.
Finally found it.
It's generally why I don't play them that much. I mean, hell, I started playing Resident Evil 8, and I really liked it. It was a good game. It's just, like I said, I just kind of lost the mood and haven't had the interest in going back, as my dogs are freaking out in the other room. It's distracting the shit out of me. You hear my dogs? Oh, my sister came back. Okay, she was out visiting her, trying to think how to phrase this. Former boyfriend, now fiance. There we go.
At Star City Bank, Atlantic and Prince. 10:30. Repeat, 10:30. Robbery in progress.
Just a little more!
If anybody wants to say, wait a minute, they're engaged, but they're, you know, they're not living together or anything. No, they're, my little sister, she's doing, her student teaching to finish her teaching degree, here in the hometown. So she's living at home, while her fiance is a year ahead of her in school. So he is, you know, he's already graduated and has a job.
Come on!
I see a bitch.
Kill him!
All right.
Don't let him breathe!
Now that's what I call an ass kicking. Party's over. Gotta go.
Alright, anyone else to kick the ass of? And down here, I'm just kind of completing all these challenges or whatever. Might as well, you know, it gives us experience and whatnot. Plus, it just gives me time to sit and rant and talk and whatever. And if you know, I love doing that kind of stuff. Because I have opinions that I want to force on all of you. Oh, you know, I was, I remember, I think it was sometime last week, maybe the week before, I was talking in one of my Soul Hacker 2 videos about the whole situation that was going down between Platinum Games and, oh my god, I always get the actresses, which one is which, for who's going to be voicing Bayonetta.
Near the Chelsea Tunnel construction site. Officers request immediate backup.
We're pretty pinned down here. Backup better be coming. It's coming soon.
Was Jennifer Hale, is she the new one, or was she, or was she the former voice actress? Like I said, I cannot remember. I am totally forgetting which actress was which. Either way, the former voice actress of Bayonetta was claiming that Platinum was completely screwing her when it came to pay for the role to voice Bayonetta in the upcoming Bayonetta 3. She was replaced by a different voice actress for the game because, according to her, they were only offering her $4,000 for the role. That was the initial thing. And my thoughts on that originally were, oh man, that's pretty low for a very well-known character. You know, I mean, she's probably one of the most famous video game characters, you know, in to come out of the last. So, you know, I'm like, something smelled fishy to me at the time, but I'm like, but look, you know, I mean, if that's actually what she was offered, I mean, man, that sucks. So, you know, but apparently more news has come out. And look, you want to say the director for the game, he was doing some weird shit on Twitter, from what I was hearing. You know, like blocking people and fucking with people. I really don't know much about that because it's Twitter, and I do my best to avoid Twitter as much as possible. Now that I say that, I will say, please, if I'm ever, you know, taking a break or whatever, although I forgot to do it yesterday when I took my impromptu day off for being sick, I forgot to post on Twitter. But generally, whenever I remember to, I post on Twitter. All my video links go up on Twitter. If you ever want to get a hold of me, you can do that through Twitter. So I'm not saying I ignore Twitter, but I try and ignore Twitter drama. There we go. So yeah, I don't know what the hell the director of the game was doing on Twitter. But either way, it was later revealed that Platinum offered the voice actress for Bayonetta. Originally, they offered her somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a recording session for about 4, 5, 6 sessions. So essentially, for the project, she would earn about $20,000, which a lot more reasonable when you hear those numbers. And I've been, you know, digging around comment sections and everything, kind of looking at what people thought about that. And even then, there's still people who are like, oh, well, that's still low, and she should be paid for her talents, and yada, 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 yada. And sure, you want to say that's low because I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, games are, you know, gaming is this massive industry. There's, you know, all this money that goes into it. I mean, sure, but I think I saw this one statistic. I'm not sure how accurate this is, because again, I just saw somebody claim this, but somebody was, you know, put this statistic up that, oh, that was dope. That, I mean, the Bayonetta franchise as a whole has only made about $256 million, which, you know, for how long the series has been around, and that is, like I said, over time, how much the franchise as a whole has made, it's not a lot of money, like in the grand scheme of things. You know, when we're talking business, that's not a lot of money. I know people are like, well, I'd like to have $256 million. I get it, but again, we're talking in the scope of business. That's not a lot of money. You know, and from also what I've heard, the directors and everyone who wanted to make another Bayonetta game actually, like, they had to beg just to get funding for the third game. Like, it was not an easy get, you know. And mix that with, it's just a hack and slash. I don't want to say arcade shooter, but, you know, it's that sort of hack and slashy. Devil May Cry is very similar. Devil May Cry is probably one of the most famous action hack and slash games, you know, that I can think of right now. That maybe Ninja Gaiden, but even then, I'd still say that Devil May Cry is still probably more well-known name in that franchise, because it's, again, more games have come out recently for DMC than Ninja Gaiden. I swear to God, I'm getting to a point. It's not a super in vogue genre. It's a popular game series, but again, supposedly they've not made that much money compared to what you'd think a game franchise like Bayonetta would. I don't know. Long and short of it, the way that I looked at it was, okay, after I learned that her, you know, the deal that she was offered was different than what she said, I was annoyed by the, I'll call it dishonesty, because I do think it's dishonest.
Be careful. It seems they have hostages.
Thank you, Alfred. You know, I'm annoyed by the dishonesty. I'm annoyed by just a lot of the stuff that kind of went around in that situation. Though it did make me even more frustrated when I found out that not only did she not take the 20 grand, which again I still say is, it's not bad for how much, I don't want to say how much work, because that sounds mean to voice actors.
I got it. Stick around and stay quiet and everything will be fine.
Because voice acting is a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's different than, I guess, what you would call a real movie, or you know, like a movie that's not animated. And I know this is a game, not a movie, but still. Okay, I thought we were supposed to interrogate freaks.
Everyone will know who we are.
But yeah, but if anybody's wondering what I mean by you know, like more traditional film and whatnot, it's different from voice acting. It's because you actually have to be at the location. You actually, you know, a lot of times you have to worry about, you know, matching your body to the role. I mean, if anybody knows, you know, guys like Christian Bale, who's done so many just crazy body transformations. Guys like fucking Joaquin Phoenix, like some of his, like what he, you know, the amount of just weight he's had to put on, muscle, everything. Jensen Ackles, I think when he played Soldier Boy in The Boys. He had to, you know, they wanted him to go and do a whole bunch of, you know, he spent a whole lot of time working out, and Jesus H fucking Christ, how many of you are there?
Here's your nails.
I barely hit you.
Whew. But yeah, it's again the amount of money that goes into those projects. I mean, hell, even the funding, you know, for what a video game is and what a feature-length film is different. It's I think people are trying to compare apples to oranges when it comes to voice acting in traditional film. Again, I'm not sure what term you want me to use. It's just not the same. You know, you can do I think you can do a lot more voice acting projects than you can more traditional acting projects in a year. And even then, I mean, most actors aren't paid, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio money. I mean, you'd still look at them and go, oh, they're really wealthy, sure, but they're not like richer than God, so to speak. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get out of here. Alright, what are we doing here? So I need to interrogate more freaks, complete the time strike training, stop premeditated crimes, defeat mini-bosses. Alright. So I guess we're just going to keep doing random stuff till I find find some freaks to
What's that vigilante doing around here?
interrogate. And I'll just keep rambling here.
Looks like we got a hero.
Let's do a minute dance, huh?
Taking some real hits.
But yeah, either way, I don't think the 20 grand for the project and everything, for what would probably amount to about less than probably a normal week's work for, I want to say, your normal 9-to-5 employee or whatever. I forgot to interrogate one of them. Shit. So yeah, I think you lose a lot of people there. And then apparently she was because like her counteroffer, she was looking for, I think, 6 figures plus residuals, which wasn't gonna fucking happen. Yeah. So after hearing her counteroffer, I was going, oh yeah, I feel way less bad for you then. Once you start saying, yeah, I'm asking for 6 figures plus residuals. Yeah, I doubt there's a developer on that team that's making 6 figures plus residuals, and you want the voice talent to...
Well, they seem to be trying to make things better.
Which, again, also a little different from traditional film, because with those, yeah, the actor's extremely important.
Nothing.
This'll warm you up.
Not on my
With video games, it's voice acting is not the only part of the If for some reason he won't interrogate him. Am I forgetting how interrogating works? Because I thought I had to grab him and press triangle. Small 5 times damage, only applies to range attacks, precision aim. Yes, please. Oh, right. I have to scan them. Oh, that's right. Okay, it's coming back to me. I'm dumb. I feel like there's one more thing that really kind of pissed me off about the OG actress from... Because I talked about how she lied about what the actual deal was, which annoyed me. This is the mob, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So yeah, she lied about what the actual offer was, and that I didn't like the fact that she lied about that. Oh, I remember what it was. The fact that she was mad at the new voice actress for, signing stuff, as Bayonetta or whatever. And she's like, that is my character. I created that voice. I did. And I'm like, oh, honey, no. That is not your character. Yeah, you did the voice of the character. You represent, you know what I mean. You were the character, but she's the character now. That really pissed me off. Less so than the other stuff, but it's, no, you don't get to go, well, that's my character, because that's not really true at all. It just sounds like somebody who's just super salty that they weren't asked to be a part of the project. And, well, you gave them that offer for, oh, I'll do it for this much money. Yeah, I'm not surprised they didn't want you when all was said and done. I mean, I kind of laughed at the whole situation. The big company, I think, ended up coming out smelling like roses in the whole situation.
Know anything about that?
I didn't know the mope was dead! The guy gave us good money to let him inject us with stuff. You sure it wasn't a robbery or something?
Hey, Belfry. No one seems to know why Langstrom got offed.
We have Talia's location. Wouldn't hurt to talk to her while we figure out a new plan. Sending coordinates.
Got it. Thanks.
I also saw one guy's opinion on the whole situation, and just in some random comment section. I think it was on a Rev Says Desu video, and I think he kind of made the best point of anyone of this, even myself. That was, look, end of the day, we can all say it was, oh, that's too low an offer, it was this, it was that. We can all, you know what I mean, we can argue about this stuff till the cows come home. End of the day, this is business. They made an offer, she declined. She also made a counter offer, and they declined or whatever. A deal wasn't able to be made. They need somebody to voice the character. They went elsewhere. It's not a big deal. It's not like, oh, well, how dare they make such a low offer? Well, I mean, it is their game, their franchise. They're the ones who have to budget for everything. They're going to find somebody else to do it. The whole boycott Bayonetta 3 thing I thought was kind of dumb from the start, because I just didn't care enough. because I was still going to play it, but whatever. But hearing all this stuff that came out, I'm like, oh, this is even dumber than I thought. It's always, oh, boycott this game because the developers were put into crunch to be able to release the game, or boycott it for this reason. Like, no, I'm gonna play the game, judge it on its merits, and like I said, we can talk about crunch and everything like that in some other context. But end of the day, I'm gonna play the damn game. I think that was all the ranting I had in me about that topic. And if anybody wants to say, AJ, you went way too long on that topic, well, maybe. This is my show, damn it.
Belfry, I've nearly reached Talia's location.
Good. Don't trust her for a minute.
What? Just because her father...
I didn't take her for a handgun
Talia!
kind of person.
You know you're not welcome in Gotham. Pack up your league and go.
I'm not their commander. They cast me out.
Huh. You want me to believe Raish's daughter didn't inherit the job after his death? Because destroying his body isn't suspicious at all.
My late father insisted Bruce would be the next head of the League, despite his refusal. Since that ill-fated duel, all the League can agree on is carrying out Raish's mission.
If Bruce was Raish's heir, why did Raish kill him? That makes no sense.
I agree. It was an irrational whim. I warned him the Batman would be his downfall. But repeated exposure to the Lazarus Pits breaks down a subject's mind. Eventually, their true self is erased.
So, instead of giving Raish another chance at resurrection, you stabbed and burned what was left of his body.
Consider it a logical choice. A painless end for him, and closure for the League. And for me. Now they want me dead.
Well, we both got what we wanted. You can go now.
I have other matters to attend to. The funeral was tasteful. I'm sure Bruce would have appreciated it.
Don't pull the widow and orphan act with me. You still haven't answered my question.
No, but I can ask you one. Why would an apprentice to the cowl break into the morgue? I know you weren't following me.
It's an ongoing investigation.
Ongoing. Left behind by Bruce. I wish you the best of luck. You'll be needing it soon. Because once the League regains its footing, Gotham will be in its sights.
Really like her. The voice acting's pretty on point too.
Goddamn ninjas. Belfry, I met Talia. I think she's split from the League.
Of course she has. Why didn't you ask her about Langstrom?
We don't need to give her any leads. We're a step ahead of her.
Good idea. Let's try and keep it that way.
We have a situation. Can you get back to the Belfry?
Ah! Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah! Oh, L1 is eject. I've been trying to figure out how do I, like, jump off the damn thing.
There's always someone in Gotham.
Alright, so it's L1. That's cool. Oh, I think I just ran over a person. I mean, surely they're not dead. I mean, come on, it's a Batman game. Oh! Oops. Weird that mount is X, but to get off is circle. I don't know why that bothers me, it just does. 9 crimes stopped, 3 of very low, 1 of low, 5 of normal, 8 bonus objective, 8 cops rescued, 7 citizens rescued. 117 enemies defeated. Makes me feel good about my... Oh, God, it's Harley Quinn.
Using, I don't know, a homing pigeon and a USB drive. And that's how we got this video? Babs, help?
Do we think it's legit? Bruce never talked to me about it.
When Bruce worked with criminals, he didn't exactly keep us in the loop.
Yeah, it's not you, Tim. But it's also not crazy to think that Harley made this up.
Just play it, and we'll know.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name in the comments of, I think it was the last video, who said that Jason Todd is giving off major John Cena vibes.
Been a while. It's
Totally agree.
Because I heard a rumor that you were dead.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I got what you wanted. Hope that ain't what got you dead. So come visit me at Blackgate. Ooh.
Wait, hasn't Harley Quinn been out of Gotham ever since, you know, her ex?
Killed me? Isn't that what you meant? Rumor has it she did some government thing. Went straight-ish. She's got something.
Then we go find Harley. Now.
Okay, so... Because this game is...
Added to the board.
I feel like this game is really hard for me to understand.
This Harley thing is really worth following up on?
Harley may be out of her mind, but it's a brilliant mind. She helped a lot of people before she got, sidetracked?
Joker-fied.
Why would you help Batman? Or us?
Bruce always tried to give criminals a chance to rehabilitate. Maybe she was thinking about going legit. For all of 2 seconds.
Yeah, man, the continuity of this game is kind of hard to follow, and what I mean by continuity, it's the continuity of the DC world, because because I know this isn't connected to the Arkham games, but is this connected to the cinematic universe? Like, are we supposed to, is this like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn? You know, because I mean, clearly what she's this government thing, it's clearly a reference to the Suicide Squad. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, dude, that's dope. That's pretty cool. The Interceptor's neat, but I kind of like this custom. Well. Nah, I'll leave it as, the original. They're both kind of cool, though.
What?
I was just thinking of that time we all made dinner together, and Tim got tomato sauce all over Bruce and Babs.
I don't remember that.
What? No, you have to. It was the same year. You know what? Never mind. Dumb story anyway.
Well, I could tell you a story. It's about being dead, then brought back to life by a pit of mind-altering goo.
Hey, I didn't mean...
I don't know what's worse. Having a chunk of my life taken away from me, or coming back to everyone thinking I'm gonna snap.
Well, I mean, you playing around with that knife didn't help.
I'm sorry, Jason. We shouldn't have... I shouldn't have treated you like an outsider.
My God, you're such a Boy Scout. No wonder you were the first.
And that's why I like Jason Todd. I find him to be the most interesting of the Bat family. You know, how he seemed to kind of go... Really? Clark Kent? You know, how he seemed to hit batarangs. Historical circuit, okay. Alright, this is random collectibles. Yeah, I've always found Jason Todd to be the most interesting, again, just because he was because he was even angry and violent as a Robin. It's why Bruce brought him in, because hoping he could maybe change him, make him more, point that aggression in something to, something good. Than the whole getting killed by Joker, and I always thought he was super interesting.
To prepare the body, but it requires deep focus. Let go of your anger and listen to the sound of my voice. In the heat of battle, remember to not rush. Time your strikes well to build momentum in the fight. You're ready to move on.
Okay, so it's essentially... don't just mash the button. It actually behooves you to sit and slow down and focus on your taps and hits and whatnot. Side activities, Jason's story, discover the human being beneath the cowl in the aftermath of Batman's death. Biting my tongue. I just lost all ability to speak. Discover the human being underneath the cowl, aftermath Batman's death, progress further in the investigation. Okay. Then we got crafting and all the other shit that's up here. But I was talking about the continuity of the series. Yeah, I'm just not sure, like, I don't know. Like, where's Joker? I mean, is Joker dead? Is he not dead? Is he this? I have questions. Oh, dude, that is dope. I'll probably go through a whole bunch of this stuff in the next one to fully decide who I want to be what. Okay, so he's good against fighting the freaks. Oh, definitely better crit damage. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, because I know I'm going to want to do a whole bunch of crafting, but I don't want to bore you guys with that, because I think I've bored you guys enough already, with just me sitting here running my mouth. Alright, so yeah, that's the stuff we learned about Excuse me, I was choking. Talia, Leeds, Harley. I'm gonna go talk to her. And, I guess we'll swap characters. And if we're gonna go talk to, the girlfriend of a clown, who better to talk to her than a former circus performer. So there we go. We are going to play as Dick Grayson in the next one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really want to go into before I close out and do some crafting.
Harley Quinn? I don't.
You could visit him.
I could what?
He went to yours when... You could visit his grave.
You haven't.
I'm not the one staring at the... You know.
Sometimes you're an idiot, Grayson.
To the person who said Jason Todd looks so much like John Cena, or, you know, is giving off major John Cena vibes, dude, I did not see it until you said it, but oh my god, I can't unsee it now. Alright guys, I'll stop rambling trying to figure out whatever I'm talking about. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will pick it up here in the next one and go to Blackgate Prison, but also probably go do a whole bunch of street crime. I'll probably just run out there and start fighting some people, doing random stuff. Just so I can kind of get used to his playstyle before we do in the next video. And yeah, I'll just shut up now. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, my name's AJ Kells. This is Some of the Game Channel. I'm out.